What's up, guys? So we're here at the restaurant here at Nonna's. We had a great day today. A lot of you came and saw Corey and Aaron at the meet and greet, and we want to thank you all for, I know a lot of you drove a long way to come meet these guys, and I'm going to give you guys every opportunity I can to give you the opportunity to meet those guys in the future, I promise. I do apologize, I am a little nervous, I'm a little standoffish. I got something that I'm going to be doing later this evening or later this morning. I'll give you a little background. I don't know if any of you know, but we were on an episode of Ghost Adventures. And I had a demon attached to me, and through research we found that, medium research, we found that this was something that's been trying to get to me for lifetimes. So the last time it got me, almost ruined my family. And I'm a little mad because it almost cost me everything. And I want to know why this thing wants me and why it's been after me for so many lifetimes or whatever nonsense. We do have video footage that Corey got of this demon entity. It's the same figure that I got on film 2 years ago, and we'll put them up. We'll let you guys see it. But enough of that. Let me get into what we're gonna do. So what I came up with this brilliant idea to there's a procedure called mirror gazing, and it's derived from an ancient Greek I don't want to say mythology because it wasn't a myth, but anyways, it was believed back then that they could use they I can't remember what they called it, and I'll get the name of it and I'll put it down on the video. But it was like a place that they built that they could communicate. It was like a temple that they built for Hades and the dead. And there was a way that they supposedly could communicate with the dead. And then there was this doctor, and like I said, I'm a little shaken right now, so I'm just gonna, I'll put all that information, I'll flash it down at the bottom of the screen. He claims he's a psychologist, he's he's world renowned. He claims that we could do the same exact thing through a mirror, which was called mirror gazing. So I came up with the brilliant idea that I wanted to try this mirror gazing to go face to face with this demon that's been, I guess, affecting me for lifetimes, and apparently I've defeated it in lifetimes, and I'm not scared of it, but I want to confront it. So I don't know what's going to happen. We don't know at all. Hopefully nothing. We'll catch you downstairs.
Guys,
It's not.
what I'm telling you is, I'm doing this, one, for my own personal, because I want to go face to face with this thing and find out what its issue with me is. But I'm doing this So if there's anything to see, you guys can see it this way. And please don't do it. Don't do it. Don't try this stuff. It's not worth it for anybody else to, I mean, it's not. So, and I'm not saying that I'm some Superman, but I have a circumstance. I have a demon that's been after me for lifetimes, and I want to know why. It got lucky one time and attached to me. So I want to know why it wants me, and I want to end it.
So you can check it out on the Paracams channel, because I still don't put that on YouTube. I'm sorry, I still don't put that on YouTube.
Now. But what they're looking for is agreement to stay on this side of the veil. They're looking for any kind of fear, agreement, or power that they can wield to hold any type of bargain to where they think that they can lay dormant to get the upper hand. I disagree with the deal making. I have always disagreed in goetics with the deal making. That's usually the thought of demonologists. It's because you can't make a handshake with the devil and expect the devil to respect the handshake.
True.
Also, and I hate to say it, the goetics don't acknowledge salt.
Oh, that's just protection.
The goetics don't acknowledge salt. They will acknowledge it to a certain extent, but they won't fully acknowledge salt. And if they feel like stepping over, they will step over. And when it's said and done, when they've got enough energy collected, they're like a solar power cell. They're very weak when they come over to this side of the veil, very frightening. They seem very big and powerful, but energetically, they're a minor spirit, and they're very weak. They require the deals, they require the bargains, and they require the energy that it takes to give it to them. And they can wait your entire lifetime, sir, to get the energy up. But when they get it, it may not be visited upon you, but it could be visited upon her. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
That's just Demonology 101. If I've wasted your time, I'm sorry.
No. Why do you feel like that?
Well, most people don't like demonologists.
I
They don't.
I was told you were a demonologist, and I wanted you here.
Oh, okay. I did a documentary called I Sold My Soul to Satan.
Very good.
I watched it.
The entire film,
I watched the whole
the
thing.
entire film was a guy that was selling his soul to a goetic demon.
So what does he want with him now? I mean, like,
Somebody set him on
well,
you.
we know who did it.
I know who did it.
Okay. So somebody set him on you, all right? And all he is here to do is to draw and sap, distract, and really occupy a portion of your energy. You shouldn't be feeding it, and it's all smoke and mirrors until it gets into that until it occupies that.
Know what
I have seen goetic rituals. I have been at goetic rituals. Hell, I have conducted goetic rituals. I have bound them. I have trapped them in jars. And I have walked away and tried to recuperate my health and life. That took me over a year to do so. Because it all went south super fast. And I'm a knowledgeable demonologist. I know the languages they speak. And there's been a few times where it has almost cost me everything in my life.
So what should I do?
Well, with the look, we know which one it is. Instead of mirror gazing, okay? You've got the basic setup started. You add a little frankincense and mastica, or mystic, into the line. You've got a perfect bind. Sheer salt line, may I cross over it?
Absolutely.
And you want the black mirror in a triangle of salt. You want to draw, and the black mirror should be surrounded by one red candle, one black candle, one white candle. You want to actually pull it up into the black mirror and up in front of you, binding him into the black mirror. When he realizes that you have the power, you're the negotiator now. And your deal is, you won't trap him within a jar as he's been trapped for 1,000 years by Solomon. Because he's going to leave. And there is no other deal that's acceptable. And if he says, I won't, you say, fine. Then the next time we meet, you're going in a jar. Now always be prepared to pull through with your bluff, or your threat. Never bluff. But never, ever, ever when they go just see if you are bluffing, blink. Because you're not bluffing. And if he refuses to leave, the next time he does it, you'll pull up this exact same ceremony. Only you're going to have a clay jar. Inside the clay jar is going to have cemetery dirt, frankincense, mystica, salt, and sulfur. And then if he pulls up, you will walk over to that triangle. You will place the jar on the black mirror. He will be forced into it. He'll close the jar, and you will smash that mirror, closing his way back. And then you'll bury that jar. And let somebody in 1,000 years mirror it out the ocean. Not here. You gave a doorway. You don't need a doorway. You need a captivity cage.
Right, I need a cage. Not a
You need a
door.
cage, not a door, sir.
Can, yes, honestly.
Suggestion.
That makes sense.
That is my professional opinion on it. It is what I would do. It is what I would suggest any of my clients to do in their lives. Okay? The entire movie that fool was trying to pull one up to make a deal to be famous in Hollywood, I kept saying there are better ways to.
What was that?
What was
I
that?
just heard that.
It's like a,
It was like squealing.
It's like a
Yeah.
squeal.
Go ahead.
Well, things don't like when authority shows up. Demons really hate authority.
Yeah.
You know what else they hate? People don't have any fear. And I don't have any fear.
I need to be more like you. I'm scared just listening right here.
Well, I can tell you how to be more like me. Go over to Iraq, get blown up a couple of times by a few bombs, come back, and you're not afraid of a demon.
That's what happened to her.
Yeah.
Jesus. She'd been blown up 4 times.
What?
I'm an explosives expert for the U.S. Air Force, or was, until I got blown up the last time, and then I got a tremor in my hand, and I can't do explosives anymore.
Take that.
But
Wow, that's like amazing.
that was my job. It was just my job.
Wow.
It's just what I
So
did.
we have a certified badass now. Like, for real. From LA?
From now on.
From
So
LA.
that's what happened. Huh?
You
The
gotta be from California.
full wording of the ritual can be found in the Lesser Key of Solomon. There's a binding ritual in the book. You can find it in the Goetia. You can find it in the Lesser Key of Solomon. There's even one in the Lemegotten. A.E. Waite has one in the book of also. Same ceremony though. I'm pretty sure you can Google it.
Yeah.
Okay, it's up there. It's all the words that you have to do once you get that clay pot. But I can almost guarantee you that if you don't blink, it'll return back through that black mirror, and it'll be done. There are 4 realms that have energy resonance, right? Demons are the lowest. We resonate higher than they do. See, we can pull things back and forth through the realms. They have to wait for us to do it. That makes us the master, not the servants. Never be the servants, Sebastian. Never.
I agree with you 100%.
And never give them a door.
See, I knew it was a good idea to have her.
Yeah.
Well, I told you, I told you, because it bothered
I
me.
didn't. Like the first
You don't
minute you
take
said
me.
who she was, I was like, yeah, can you bring her?
That he had. Never start all along like that unless you want something to enter.
Okay.
Especially if you don't want it to enter.
Just say like this from now
Because
on.
the only entrance would be straight up from the line, and I'm only thinking you have one orifice there.
Yeah.
My belly button.
Yes. So, no to this, and we'll come back to this experiment. We'll come back and do this the right way.
I do suggest the correct way. You know, Buck knows how to get a hold of me all the time, and although I leave back to Los Angeles on Monday, if you need anything from me, you don't hesitate. In fact, why don't you take my phone number?
Yes.
We will.
And don't hesitate to call me.
We'll take your phone number too.
I could pick you up. Well, they're from LA, so they're from LA. So.
Okay, I'm from Burbank.
So aren't
You live
they?
in North Hollywood.
Yeah.
Okay, I have my horses in Burbank.
These
Oh,
are
yeah.
They're YouTubers.
Oh, okay. So sorry to break your YouTube tonight.
No, you didn't.
This is.
So the lady who did this,
Yes.
what would she have needed to pull him through to
A
attach to
black
him?
mirror,
you're
His name?
on your bro.
his name, written on a piece of parchment paper in her blood, and simply the incantation from a book that you can buy offline, online, or in any occult store called the Lesser Key of Solomon or the
No,
Goetia.
we know the lady who did it.
And I'm going to tell you now, anybody who plays with Goetia isn't legitimate, they're not powerful. Because if they
Oh, no,
were
she wasn't.
powerful,
That was the problem.
because that's like sending the teenage thugs to kick you in the shins constantly. And that's to send the people that egg your house. And because if she was truly powerful, there are other things that can be sent that can't be stopped.
Was she?
This was a child's game,
He was
I'm
a
s-
jerk.
and I'm so sorry.
Some of the things that he put us through. Well, him.
To
Oh no, I
This
didn't
is
want.
not-
I've
this
been
is
trying to
not
stop
right.
him from doing this for the longest time, and I've been telling him. I knew the mirror needed to be black. I knew things that needed to be done the right way.
And it should be
But
round, and it should be concave.
He is a stubborn Sicilian who does what he wants. Sometimes needs somebody other than his wife telling him what needs to be done.
Concave, black mirror. Okay? When I say a black moon, really what it is a concave piece of glass. It's painted black on this side that has the herbs of eyebright and elderflowers and life everlasting placed in the paint.
All right, so now we'll come back and actually do this the right way.
I told you I didn't feel right about it.
I kept telling you too.
I said it earlier.
I said, there's something, ever since we left the house, I had a bad feeling, and I was like, yeah, we're not gonna start this until.
So why does he? This is weird too
I'm
because
glad you
he
did.
Thank you for allowing me in here.
The weird
My
part
pleasure,
is
thank
he
you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
messes
coming.
with
Are you okay
him
with us putting you on YouTube?
and
Sure.
her.
Enters the body where it's grounded. It's a basic rule of physics, right? Where are you grounded, Sebastian?
My feet.
So where does the energy enter you?
That enters me?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it supposed to enter through the head?
No. You're not grounded on the head. Energy enters where you're grounded.
Right.
Where does the energy enter you?
My feet.
Where are all the nerve endings for all of your body?
And your feet.
So if you feel it here and you try to cleanse here, you may make it feel better for a minute, but you're not stopping where it's entering. You're 3 steps behind chasing it because you're not cutting off the source. Always soak your feet at night in salt water. Salt cleanses it. And if you really want to cut it off, powder salt and keep it in your shoes. Nothing, not even the goetics can push through salt to get to the human being. They can do it on a piece of ground, but they can't do it across your energy with salt. So if you walk with salt in your shoes at all times, and I say powder it, because rock salt hurts. Blister the shit out of your feet.
I'm like the princess and the pea, man. I get like a little pebble in my shoe. I'm like, I gotta take them off.
Right. So you put powdered salt in your shoes. Okay? And that way, you don't feel that anger.
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh,
And
bad.
you will start to feel a relief so that you can focus more. Because if you don't do that, when I walk out that door, it's going to do everything that it can to get you to not focus because it almost had you open the door.
Right. Almost had it.
Almost had it.
Sucker.
Okay?
You're the sucker.
Oh,
You almost
no,
did it.
I wasn't. I
You
trusted my instinct.
I'm glad you got that feeling before you
I
started.
told you.
I've been telling them all day, I don't want to do it. I don't want to. I gotta know. I don't want to do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Here on Wednesday,
We'll
we
put it in
stopped
the
at Walmart. We had to go get some stuff, and I kept in my head, I kept thinking something's not right because he doesn't want to just be bound here. There's got to be something else.
Oh, of course.
Because demons
I
are
know that.
mischievous. You can't trust them.
I think he was just trying to find a way in.
But I
Right.
kept
One
trying to
way
think,
in.
Really
what?
wanted.
My thinking was
What
that I
is
was
it?
going to dangle the carrot in front of him.
Right.
Just to find out
Just to.
what his
My-
beef is.
But
My
you
concern
can't because you opened the door.
Right.
was that
Right?
he was
But
trying
you
to
don't
get
dangle a
him,
carrot.
That's
You
fine.
pull it up
take
and
him
say,
over.
Oh, he
now
did.
you're
He
my
did.
bitch.
Oh, he
did.
definitely
That's
did.
what I was thinking
Now,
that was
see,
going to happen.
Anybody
tonight.
You know
who's
what you
seen the
could say?
episode, and that's what I told him. Anybody
At the
who's
end
seen
of
the
the day?
episode of Ghost Adventures, seen
you
this
can go back
much
to your realm,
of what
or
really
you
happened.
could go
Right.
collect your
We
pound
gave
of
them
flesh
this
from the person
much
who sent
of
you.
the truth of what
And let
happened.
them have
Of
it.
everything
Because
that
we
was bigger
realized
than
what
this
they were
building.
doing
Did you get
and
that?
how they were doing
What
it.
part?
What she just said.
No, she was
You were
explaining
supposed to-
something.
You're supposed to be getting this part.
Say that one more time.
Sorry.
I said you can pull it up and you can bind it and send it back to the hell it came from.
Right.
Okay? One of the gates, one of the realms. It lives inside the Gleepoth, or the Tree of Death. But you can send it, you can tell it, you have a choice to head back to the Gleepoth, the abyss of nothingness. And you can head back to the person that sent you and collect your pound of flesh from them. Because they promised you a pound, you're not getting it here. You can go take it from the person who promised it to you.
And that's what we're gonna do.
Well then.
And that's gonna send it back to the witch.
I'm scared.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Don't
Glad I
bother
mentioned
us at all.
Looks
I'm
like
glad
we're
I met
signing
you
off
before you
then.
did this.
We will
He makes
be
them
back
very
to this later in the future.
I wonder then.
So if you guys
Somebody else
want
take my
us to
phone
do
number?
this
Okay.
the
I'm
right
gonna
way,
give you a card, my card.
then please comment down below, like the video, share with
It's
your
only these two it
friends,
affects.
turn on
Well,
post
She got
notifications,
choked.
be part of the notification squad.
It angers me.
It gets him to. It gets
Bye.